Thank you so much for sitting down. I got together brainstorming with Adam, and we play in a band together. I'm very thankful that you sat down, that you came down and took the time to talk to us. In your words, would you mind explaining kind of what your name is, where you started off as a youngster and kind of move on up into the high school years?
Sure. My name's Robert Massey, 49 years old. I can start from when I was young. My parents were...
And basically right here, everything is up.
This is the first time that we've ever tried to do this. All three cameras that we were using basically failed at the same time. This is the beginning of the story that's lost, where he's talking about as a child, he was around drugs, which led him to be a teenager around drugs and ultimately an adult surrounded by drugs.
I broke my back in a car wreck doing 85, leaving Oklahoma. I went there. My ex had had enough of me being, nodding out and my bullshit, just being fucked up all the time. Well, she told me to leave. And it was the day of my back surgery. I'm like, what do you mean leave? Where the f*** am I supposed to go?
Right.
And I thought, from that day on, I thought, I'm never going to be homeless again. No one's ever going to be able to tell me that again. Well, I got my back supposedly fixed, which is f***ed up. I still have problems. And it led me to more doctors. They sent me to pain management doctors, and they just, instead of doing anything about anything, it just became to where I'd go and take a UA, and they'd increase my dose every month. It just seemed to go over and over to where I was on 22 milligrams of oxycodone every 3 hours.
Wow.
8 times a day.
Wow.
And plus 240, plus whatever that totaled, I don't remember, plus 240 milligram time release Oxycontin.
Jesus Christ.
So I was a mess.
Yeah.
At that point,
I can see that.
didn't know. So I got my apartment, and I was alone. I started to get lonely. Everything started flooding back in, and I moved off to Oklahoma with some chick just on the spur of the moment type deal, and that didn't work out because I was still getting up. She was drinking. I didn't, every day, and I was trying to stop. No, I was trying to stop. At that point, I wasn't drinking. It was one of those sober points in my life where I wasn't on one of my binges. Well, that didn't work anyway. On my way back, I was high on pills, and I rolled my car on the way back. I fell asleep at the wheel and broke my back again. Again. And so here I am. Like I said, and when I come back, they fly me flight for life from the hospital somewhere in Texas, and they released me that night with a broken back and a severe concussion, and I have no clothes. They let me go in a paper nightgown and my shoes. That's all I had. And they kicked me out of the hospital, telling me, here you go, here's your paperwork, and here's 10 Vicodin. And I still didn't get sober. Nothing at that point was going to get me sober. I had my daughter that was living there. I figured having my daughter would have got me sober. She's 17 now. Because I got so bad that I was just pouring. I had quarts of vodka, half gallons of vodka sitting there, just lined up in my apartment, not leaving.
Wow.
Just drinking to myself to where I was pissing myself. And
Moving
to where they had to call and have a welfare check done on me.
No medication involved with this? Just
pills
alcohol?
too.
Okay.
Pills too. Whenever I would sober up, like not drink that day that I had to go to the doctor to get my medication. We were just getting pills. There was an unlimited supply of pills, non-stop. Finally got busted.
Wow.
And that's what it took for me to stop at that point, was getting busted long enough for me to wake up. At that point,
you had something to live for. Your daughter.
I hadn't gotten busted yet, but I knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to sober up. I said, at this point, we went through 3 weeks of detoxing on our own, sitting in our bedroom, to where I couldn't even get up except for to go to the bathroom to throw up and to piss. And it was just pure hell. Dude.
Yeah.
There was no other hell that I can explain of going through these withdrawals on our own. And
that's why there's such a small success rate.
Right. The wanting to use was so high during that period of time, just to feel better. And like I said, I knew it was coming. That's what stopped us. We haven't gotten busted yet, but I knew we were gonna. So we started going and seeing a doctor, and he says, look, I'm gonna put you on this medication. You gotta be, I want you to go to detox. Well, first she went. I didn't really want to get clean yet. She went, and I said, well, wow, this is working for her. Maybe I'll check this out. So couple weeks later, I went, and the doctor tells me, well, I need to send you to detox for a week, and you need to do this. And I said, look, dude,
Right.
I'm not going to detox. I'm fucking
Yeah.
already detoxed. You want to
Yeah.
send me to a place where people are going through withdrawals and all that? I can't deal with that
Yeah.
right now. You know, I want to get this rolling. So we call it an induction. They give you go in and you pick your medicine up a half hour before you go see the doctor. They put you on Vivitrol or Suboxone, whichever they decide, and they induce you right then. They give you one strip at a time or one pill at a time and see how you feel. It's 8 milligrams at a time to where you get to where you're not going through the withdrawals and not having the sick
Yes.
feelings anymore. But at that point, I really was already past most of the sickness. But that sickness, bro, it lasts and lasts and lasts
Yeah.
and lasts. And
Yeah.
the nightmares last, the
Yeah.
cold sweats last,
Yeah.
the puking lasts, the shits
3
last.
months.
It's hell.
Yeah.
It's hell. It's pure
3
hell.
months.
And as far as I'm concerned, this medication saved my life. It took away the cravings for me of wanting to drink, of wanting to use, of wanting to take any pills that helped my pain.
And what's
you-
the name of that medication?
Suboxone.
Oh, Suboxone.
He was on board with the medical cannabis. Hard to go see the medical cannabis doctor,
Any
which I was
specific
already using.
strain?
I like indicas.
Okay.
That's what helps me the best. Some of the sativas give me anxiety.
Me too. So you know, part of the project of what we're doing, and I'm thankful that you're the first person that popped my cherry when it comes to this, is because the idea behind this is that we want people to stop looking at people and saying, "Hey guys, I'm a junkie," right?
Well, that
No, I want people to start looking at people like, that could be my f***ing brother.
exactly.
That could be my son. You know what I mean? So
And people don't until it is their son or their brother, which is happening
right.
more frequently every day
Right.
now.
It's
This
happening.
fentanyl and this heroin and this shit
yeah.
is on the street.
And unfortunately, we're dying at such a drastic rate. You opening up as a human being and telling your story. I would love to sit down and do another one with you. To be honest, if that's okay with
Sure.
you, you know.
Sure.
Because I mean, there's a lot of you're comfortable with answering. You know, because it's so important to me for people to not look at somebody and be like, he's a junkie.
Let's help these people
Right.
because they're dying.
Right.
And
See,
they are our kids and our brothers
they
and
are
our
brothers
friends
and
and our
sisters.
sisters.
Yeah, it's
I
we're 10
respect
years
that.
we're
I
10
really
years
respect
10
that.
years
I
past
told Adam
doing this.
how I have a lot of respect for him, you know, and that's why I told him I would sit down and talk with you. And next time we talk, I can talk more to you about the recovery side
Yeah.
and what I'm doing to help other people.
Oh, I love it.
And in order to, you know, for them to feel comfortable instead of walking into their typical NA or AA meeting and
I think it'd be
get,
a lot
and get banged
better.
by these bastards, you
Right.
know, over smoking pot or whatever it is, you know.
Exactly.
When they're doing it to help themselves.
I hope we can become friends to where we can, you know, message every once in a while. If you need anything within my capabilities and Adam's capabilities, you got it, man.
Same
You know
goes
what I
with-
mean?
same goes with me.
I am very grateful that I had this opportunity to speak with you, man.
Me too. It helps me too. Don't think it doesn't help me too, brother, because it does. Lots of respect, and I appreciate what you guys are doing. What you guys are doing is a good thing.
That was powerful, bro.
Well, thank you.